Let's have a quick look at the point layout here, ladies and gentlemen. All top, with Rail Causeway being the last offensive point of... let me in. Rifleman, beautiful. Alrighty. So we'll get on here and get situated. We'll get the highlights on, as these streets can be a little bit difficult to navigate and see where armor pieces are. So, as we can see here, Canal Crossing, and it is a straight run here. So, Black Tot into Pumping Station will be the defensive points for Taco. Canal Crossing is the one we're all fighting over. Into Six's defensive points now, so Customs is a Rail Causeway. Being offset points, it can be a little bit more difficult to defend. Fortunately, they do have the offset points in the last sort of sectors here. So, as we can see here, expect a bit of fighting down through town centre. Probably not so much early in the match, but it is important to have control of at least Church, if not the entire area here. And, lots of northern tank engagements. And it'll be interesting to see how each team sort of rolls out here. So, as we can see here, tanks starting to come out here for 6th. And just moving on over to Taco's side here. Hopefully I haven't forgotten to turn anything on here. No, we should be all good. So we can see the Taco here getting ready at the wall. Multiple trucks. Love to see it. They're all getting raring and ready to go. And we'll probably just hang tight here over the point. As I do expect there to be a few rocket snipes here coming in for either team. As you can see here, pretty standard rollout, running the double light tank. No doubt Taco's doing just the same. It's a pretty standard rollout, the 4 or 5 tank rollout. And yeah, we should be quite interesting. Obviously, controlling here of this 3-story just in front of us will be pivotal for both teams. But likewise, the trenches here north, a very key area to hold, especially off the rim. So I'll just double check I've got collision off. There we go, and we should begin to see both teams starting to come in. As we can see, some US supplies there landing just, pardon me, top of map. And should momentarily we start seeing some rockets coming in. Those rockets landing with, looks like might be a touch early there, mate. As doesn't quite make the destination. Nearly hit that truck there in the water, but really good start here from the 6, managing to get across that that northern area. So we see some pretty close rockets here coming out from the 6 as they begin to make their way into the hard cap. And it does look like Taco have gotten out quite early here, playing a bit more of a defensive start by the looks. As typically you can get both teams meeting in these trenches off their truck rollouts. We do have Loop up here, sort of in a bit of a bind. Linked fuzzy there with that MG42. And looks like he will get stuck in here. But we do see a looks up top here. Has gotten across the river. As these tanks do battle. See a bit of a back greyhound there as Taco have been on the cap here. And continuing to cap at the moment. Just a really slow grind. And will be Northern Trenches in control of Taco at the moment. As the it's a truck that just went down. Nice long lobbing rockets. We do have the medium down here. Just running south at the moment. It has copped one shell. Looks like it will cop another there. From that Panzer 4, as we can see, way back there, just not getting the angle, but it will be Taco with the first cap here, ladies and gentlemen. And the grind will commence. So we do see backpacks here getting into these Northern Trenches. There's medium there of Taco just backing up. Looks like they've tagged each other there. Got Rig Doctor there protecting backpacks coming over the top, and looks like a good first start here. Looks is still up. The ricochet off the front plate there. As we do see an ATG going up here. For Taco, looks like they will be trying to play the off angle here. And it's quite a difficult little battle, this one. P4 hasn't got a lot to work with, as we do see takes a shot. And as you can see, both tanks hitting this this crane here, as the Sherman does get a shot onto the cupola, so that will not pen. Looks like they are hitting the barrel at the moment as well. 6 beginning to retake here, as most front door control here will be controlled by the 6th. Looks like the factory there on the southwestern side is owned by Taco, as shots and rockets going absolutely everywhere at the moment. Stewart over here being forced to retreat, as looks like a bit of a greyhound here getting around the back, as that Stewart will turn for him. As we are almost halfway capped here. As we can see, Crawley squad here in the absolute thick of it. As they completely wiped Taco out of this hard cap pretty much. There's the last couple of players left on that western side. As those rockets coming in on this Stewart. And beautiful rocket there from Lucratives. We'll see the end of that Stewart, as you see the doubling up here. They are trying to get shots onto that Panzer 4, but as I said before, it is quite a difficult spot for both tanks. Looks like they will be able to secure the kill on the looks that pushed up there, as we do see a bit of contesting at the moment. Massive northern reset here coming out for Taco, as we can see their line just sort of moves straight on in. It does look like Church is currently contested. As we see, a big spawn wave there from Backpacks OP, and we'll continue the cap, but massive amount of flooding coming in. See this Panzer 2 caught in a bit of a predicament. A bit of a high rocket there from Stifler, as Leon just charging across Scharnhorst, managing to get that kill. And it will continue here at the moment. It's looking like they will come down the road. And we'll be trading of both tanks at the moment. Looks like the medium there nearly copping a rocket. I think that's how they're going to get this done here. Double tap. We do see the double simp on the medium there from Taco, as the cap does go the way of the 6th right now. Brilliant retake there. Accidentally clicked the wrong button. And you can see just very good control so far. As the rocket does not quite get the front pen. This is about to get pushed by that Sherman. Looks like a bit of friendly fire there on the looks. War putting one into his own looks, but the medium will rush up to kill that. As looks like we will see a bit of contesting here. Rockets starting to fly out, but a bit of a wrap coming out here from the 6th. We will see complete church control as Taco going to be getting locked in on this factory. Casper there picking up one, and we might just follow this little back push here. At the moment, we've got an entire squad here that will be looking to deal with this area. So I'll just try and get on over. So Leb there picking up a couple. Dresters up on the 2nd floor here. So we do see a bombing run coming in over. We'll just have a quick look at the map here. And as we can see, really great sector control at the moment from the 6th, but massive presence from Taco up north. As meanwhile, I was on the map there. Looks like 6 have been able to clear back through and potentially wipe that OP there that was just in that factory compound. But a massive push. Looks like they've been able to get an OP in the little crack there. But this is all sector presence at the moment. We haven't quite got on the hard cap, and a beautiful rocket there from War. Not quite sure if they managed to team up there, but that's exactly what you need as Germans. Utilising the fact that the Sherman can be front penned, or penned from pretty much every single side by the Panzerschreck. But looks like Zar has been able to get that OP in between, and still holding on to that too, so they will start to get into the 3-stack. So we do see a bit of up and down Divinity protecting his teammates up there at the moment. But it will be Matty Ice there going up, cleaning up too. Boober Scoop picking up another, and the transfer of 3-stack ownership right now goes over to Taco, as a massive northern push coming out at the moment from Taco. But 6 are responding. We've got a number of players starting to cross these fields as cap does start to tickle, mainly from that that front door push at the moment, as we so love to see. And looks like Zar will be holding. Crowley gets taken out there at the hands of 2, and Serhi there picking up another. Looks like they may have lost the garrison on hard cap at the moment. Their front door garrison being pressured. Looks like Taco have sent a decent amount of numbers into the south here just to clear out that presence and regain control of these factory buildings. But the current front line at the moment for both teams is these northern trenches. These northern trenches are in hard cap, so it will be quite important to fight over here, as a good rocket there from Spanky out onto that sub truck will kill the player next to it as well. And we are in first heavy territory, so as I say that, the 76 here guarded by Vismeister and a Pocky. There will be coming out. I'll just go have a quick look, see where this first Tiger has decided to set up shop. And looks like it will be just coming down the main road. P4 is bait. And this P4 will be biding its time at the moment as it uses that stack of lumber there as cover. But will be Spanky here, pushing up to Torpedo. Looks like Torpedo will fall. Very smoky. Both teams utilising all of their kits at the moment. Grenades flying either direction. There's Torpedo here. Come around. We'll tag each other. But a brilliant nade there from Wilco, and we will revisit this. We might actually stick with it. Looks like we are getting a number of players from Taco coming into these trenches. Backpacks picks up one, picks up Bronco as well. And good clearing there. There's again, factory control in the hands of Taco, and it's just leading players at the moment into this little hard cap here. Looks like Bun Bun and Constantine here. Last one's up. And the building will go back into control of Taco at the moment. We do see there is still an OP out the back. And that front door as well has been able to be secured by Taco as they do begin to cap here, ladies and gentlemen. As flares will come out. And we'll see the static positions here. These tanks really can't push up or do too much. They are very vulnerable at the moment. But will just be Riley last one up. Looks like the AP is still up for the 6, but a brilliantly placed satchel there. I'm not quite sure who managed to get that down. We'll clear out that building. Force Taco back into that factory complex. They are starting to get some good ground. Looks like they've managed to get a full 2 squads in here. As we see the artillery marker there coming out from the commander and nukes. So Dan picks up 2. And it will be Dan taking on Snow, but Snow with the STG there will clean that out. But continue to see this developing battle as we do see in the background. Infantry slowly making their way back to 3 stack as both artillery and tank shells just absolutely hammering these northern trenches. And just quickly go over and have a quick visit. Looks like that Tiger has been hit, I would assume, from that 76. And at least right now it's going to be quite hard for that Tiger to peak that 76, as we do see. Should be over near those engineers. It is just lightly see the outline there. Taco really protecting their tanks at the moment. Meanwhile, 6 are starting to get church control here. And this will give them a lot of leverage to try and wrap back in on that front door push and relieve a little bit of pressure there. As Baguette here for Taco getting into that hard cap. Where he currently is actually is hard cap, as sort of zoom on quite quickly. Strand pops there, we'll get Ace, we'll get Snow, and we'll play there. Utilising that US-18. Looks like he might look to line up a bit of a rocket here. As we see that P4 is currently in hard cap. See 76, we should be in the second 76 or second heavy territory right now. As 6 have managed to get this northern area. Do see Stifler there, we'll get Oopsie Daisy. But another 2 SLs here. The top, and they will have crossed. So really good work so far from the 6 in holding this cap, but Taco really hot on their tails. See a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Looks like the Tiger has repositioned to the northern side here. the northern road. As we do see their second Tiger, 6th, just playing off the northern side. Looks like they do have some eyes on this 76, but a massive battle. These northern trenches starting to get taken by Taco, getting more and more members into those areas. It is a bit of a kill zone, so obviously expect to be artillery pretty much the entire time. But yeah, very developing. There's a lot of hard cap weight that can come in. Good nade there from Snow, I believe. And Fuzzy looking for that kill, but just not there at the moment. So it's a very gritty battle at the moment. So there will be just the 1 OP left. While moving on over to Church, looks like they are starting to get back into it here, Taco. Looks like they might just play some satchels. Yep. The old clearing device. Don't like people in high places. You just whack a satchel down and that will clear the building out. But it will be just a stagnated push at the moment. As we can see, Itachi there in the 4th defensive cap for Taco. As these teams will meet once again. I'll just do a little quick map check, and really still holding that nice solid line there, a little diagonal line. Getting to get a bit of pressure, so doesn't look like anything's red super in the back line. Looks like Jelly Trots. Redeploy. Looks like Taco have got something nice and deep here, but otherwise just wrapping nicely. 6 managing to re-establish in the trenches, and artillery there will clean out the last of at least on the eastern side here. But it will be Farmer and Bronco there. Back up in the trenches. And I will say from both teams so far, really great use of utilising what's in your kits. I've seen a couple of mines go down, and also utilising satchels to clear buildings. So speaking of mines, just met his demise there as 3 stack here going over to Taco. And they might be able to get an OP in here. Cassery there. Looks like Bun Bun will try and come over here as the Tiger coming in support. And, Tiger will say, "Get off me corner." Sends a shell to that corner, but got a little grind here at the moment. As, looks like that shell will pretty much clear that house. And you see a bit of a developing, looks like a Tiger here, left of screen, lip. We'll be repositioning to try and get an angle. And we'll get one shot onto one of the 76s. That 76 will disengage. Doesn't look like that other Tiger is in position to capitalize though. Never mind. Looks like it is beginning to push, but might have just missed the gap here. And might be able to see. It is. There's not a lot of room to move here. As Taco here in the foreground, or in the background rather, getting into those trenches. I'm trying to capture a bit of everything here. It's a bit difficult when these tanks are having engagements all over the shop, but good battles so far. Looks like Far North has been retaken by Taco. They do need to just get to this compound and push them out though to really establish here. And looks Looks like some good trades there. Bronchi picking up 2. Will be Manny here, making it to the wall. As he will look to put down the boombox. He's thinking about it. But will be a rep station going down here. Not quite sure what killed that. So got built just out in the open slightly. As this Tiger will look to peek. And it will be a Rick Pen here onto the Tiger. As that 76, I believe we'll miss a second shot. Not quite sure if that hit tracks or not. Onto that 76, but unfortunately will hit the little fence post. Oh, that is one of those hard engagements, because those fence posts don't actually really render in. If you've ever been in a tank, they don't quite render in, so you can hit them accidentally. And well, it looks Taco has been able to wrap here. Cassery and Jelly Tots will come out. Looks like a very short rocket from Lawless there. As a very big push. Will get a non-pen, I believe. Either it fell just short or it non-penned on the back of that Tiger. But this Tiger will be forced to retreat, as it has 276s sort of looking at it. But big pushes here coming out. Looks like Factory is still in control of Taco at the moment. As just a slow grind. We will see a trickling of players starting to come in off these rear OPs. They've got a Garrison or an OP. We'll see Mulligan here. We'll look for Farmer. We'll kill Farmer. As Mulligan on the defense for the 6, as we are nearly quarter capped at the moment. So we'll see a rep station fall as massive front door push and pressure, I guess, is where most of this cap is currently coming from. Just have a quick look at the map. Looks like it is just purely sector, as 6 forced to reset and start defending here. All General and Snow looks like they are a little bit surrounded, as looks like the 3rd 76 will start to come north. Taco do have their 3 up, and I'd be surprised to see that their 3rd heavy as well for 6th. So what's that? 1, 2. Looks like it is being driven up at the moment. So we are 3/4 way capped for Taco, as it is looking quite damaging. They do have a bit of backline pressure here, as we'll see the bombing run come out and the reinforce called in. So bombing run from Taco just over that point, and they do have 3-stack control. They have more or less northern trenches control as well, so we could be seeing a cap here, ladies and gentlemen, as this Tiger has been forced to retreat. And looks like Lawless will be coming in with that satchel, and will be protected by Jelly Tots as the cap does flick over to Taco. Looks like that Tiger will run over that infantryman there, or that AT, as we do see a flipping. So it is reset time for the 6, as they do lose those northern trenches there. But unfortunately for them, looks like this Tiger is also satcheled. Could be wrong, he must have put it right underneath. Mustn't have got it on at all, but can't quite see the sparks there. But a really good push there from Taco, well timed. pulling their armor off that hard cap can prove to be quite difficult. As we do see the defense, looks like a few tanks sort of left in the lurch here, with multiple OPs lighting up from those rear OPs. So a great squeeze there from Taco as we'll just get back on over to the northern side here. For 6, they still do have the northern side and actually getting back into hard cap here. So are well poised to retake this back. Looks like this armor will be difficult to displace though. Third Tiger just coming up now. But it will be 6 here trying to get back into the trenches. It is going to be quite hard north at the moment for 6 to push. They do have 376s, pardon me, to deal with here. And looks like they have been able to consolidate their front door. We do see 6 do have a pocket of players. Looks like that will go down southeast of Church here. And will be just an OP in town centre there for the 6th. Just applying that pressure as we'll just go a little wider. Looks like Taco already wrapping 2 SLs around to the rear of Customs. And very dangerous times at the moment as Taco just consolidating. Looks like they will be engaged in a bit of a battle here. Tiger having taken 1 and not being able to get either 76 yet. They are parked up on their little fort. Looks like artillery's doing a fair bit of work here, dealing with those repair stations. As 6 getting back into the trenches here. Got Princeps and backpacks. Hopefully about to fight each other here. There's Ricochet City at the moment. Got a ricochet, I believe, off that front plate onto the 76. There's looks like good control coming out from the 6. We do see the point starting to contest. But a good double tap there from the 76ers, killing one of the Tigers. Looks like another shot goes into the starting Tiger. Good trading of shots there. The gunner being nugs for 6, but strand pop there. Also keeping that Tiger accountable as the ticker does start ticking for that cap onto Canal here. Crawley up in the 3 stack. Looks like the squaddies are starting to come back as Hole and Hound go down to lucratives. And good shots there between Kempak, Constantine and Crawley just to keep that that road under control. As we will back it out a little bit. Will just be the 1 Tiger on the hard cap side with the static 1 just on the north. Pretty standard spot for those who don't normally see access over there. As I think for the 6 at the moment, if they can get into these trenches or at least wipe out Taco from the trenches, they'll probably start ticking over on a bit of cap progress here, but we'll be get there dying to someone across the road. That would make the most sense. But yeah, very good pressure at the moment. Looks like 6 starting to trickle a few in. Just zoom out to the map. So it looks like they've re-established their line here and starting to get that little bit of an L. So obviously for this point, if you can get right around to Church and start sort of keeping them from coming in from factory, you're in a much better spot. We'll see another rep station go down. For Taco at the moment. As this Tiger on main road. Just really keeping these 76ers honest at the moment. Chip Nugs and Melnick. But as we can see here, looks like another squad in the rear, and they are starting to filter in. We saw Lawless there before, just trickling in, and looks like they will be getting near that garrison as well. This Taco SL looks like they will be looking for that that garrison. As I thought I heard something blow up over here, but I believe it was just a rep station. As 76 is sitting pretty at the moment. Looks like Taco trying to cut the 6.5 here, as Ryan here getting around. Unfortunately, I probably wouldn't go prone there. He will be kiting, my friend. That's Lucrative's here. We'll take out Ryan. Guap getting the kill there, and they will be alerted to the presence of people coming. Looks like Guap might be able to get the kill there, as this Tiger is down a player. Constantine here will be protecting his tank. Managed to get one, and unfortunately might get stuck on this wall. That is an unlucky corner. As we'll follow Dressed here. Trying to get that satchel down. Just won't find the time. And oh, brilliant teamwork there. Private Ryan just protecting Dressed as he gets that satchel on, and we'll get tags on Crawley there as the northern side still being controlled here by the 6. Looks like they have got a good sector, as I said before. The wrap coming through, factoring into that hard cap. They will lose a Tiger here, the 6th, but an exciting little bit of pressure here coming from them, as that Tiger does go down at the hands of Dressed's satchel there. It will still be Northern Trenches in control of Taco at the moment. So we'll just go on over to this little battle. This is where the point's going to be won from, is these trenches. So the nades flying absolutely everywhere from both sides. That's just a pile of parts left on the ground. And we'll still be under control here. We'll just go on over here. Looks like Lawless has found himself a Tiger. Found himself on top of a Tiger. He will have the satchel. Looks like Caboose will get out, and that satchel will be short-lived as he does get on. We'll find the satchel and should have plenty of time here to get that off. Looks like panic stations have been called, as the pressure there coming on from the 6, and looks like that satchel will be fine. Great awareness there from Caboose, and massive hard cap control at the moment coming in from the 6 as the battle of the trenches. Backpackers there managing to get into one of the artillery craters. And just be trading of pressure at the moment, back and forth. We will just revisit this little AT unit that's coming around the rear, and not quite sure if they've managed to get on the satchel. As good clearing there. Not quite sure if the satchel has been placed. I believe they were just using rockets, but they are, as we can see here, they are quite local. AP's nice and close. As do see a bombing run come out as the satchel does go off, and will eliminate that Tiger, but a Taco bombing run coming in on the northern side as they look to completely collapse this area at the moment. It's, not quite sure what blew up here. I did get the 76. A well-placed ATG there from Nui and Loop. So really well done there, as Taco probably looking to try and reset themselves here. But it will be 6 at the moment. As I said, with that little bit of a problem, looks like we've got Jelly Tots have got a little ring of SLs here at the moment, as Pepito, I'm not sure if he's got anything substantial over here. 6th won't, so we'll be in a pretty good position here to wrap completely, as we do see Customs does get a little ticker cap, so that will let 6 know that, hey, we've got some backline issues at the moment. But as we can see here, I'm a little bit jumpy at the moment. There's a lot of little pockets of action going on. We do see Church here just being controlled by 6 at the moment, but as I said, Taco sort of cutting them in half and locking them out in a way. As a little cap battle might ensue here. The 6 starting to get a bit of pressure, but it will be short-lived. As I said before, the one thing that Taco really have here at the moment is they've got their 3 heavies up. They did lose the 1, but it's we do have the 3 up, and looks like a bit of a hard cap push coming in here from Taco, as we saw here before. That Northern Gary has not come up, and the one directly behind, so there's no garrisons within sector at the moment. For the 6, they will be able to get back to hard cap and just keep this this progress under control. Not quite sure if this Tiger has anything up here to deal with, but they will be looking to go over and kill those 76s. As this little push does start to fizzle out, it will be multiple SLs, so 4 SLs. It's a potential of up to like 24 people there. As the 6 once again begin recapping Canal Crossing here. And it will look to be mostly just sector. There's a couple in hard cap here. But it will be, I guess, at the moment, really far away garrisons for the 6th. Taco doing a really good job at the moment, just dealing with those mass spawns. As the bridge is in control, as well, look, some forces starting to shift from Taco into the back line of the 6 at the moment, and will be even more pressure here, as it looks like the Church just being held onto by the 6th. Northern trenches here still contested, as we will see some more spawns coming out from Taco, as I believe this Tiger will get spotted out. Must be blind. There he is in the trees. As they will get one shot onto that 76 and might be able to get the kill shot here. And they will. Good shot indeed there from Nugs, Melnick and Chip. But hard cap completely controlled at the moment by Taco. Looks like big spawns will be starting to come in, as it will be a mass amount, sort of caps all over the place. 6 do have control of the hard cap for Canal Crossing, and quite interestingly, just holding on. They have managed to get northern trenches here, and this is looking like an alright cap progress at the moment. Looks like these 76ers might have to get boogieing here. As looks like Zom will get pressured here. I don't think they have been satcheled, but they have been satcheled, never mind. Zom unfortunately won't see that. They will lose a 76 here, Taco. As looks like a bit of a reset coming out here on the northern side of Canal. As we see that wrap coming in from Church through the factory up into the hard cap of Canal Crossing. Six have been able to completely wrap around as looks like they are also defending quite well here. Just squeezing out Taco in their defensive lines here, the 6th. And really good defensive reset here. 6 really balancing this well, being able to get a lot of pressure onto that mid cap. Meanwhile, maintaining their 4th here. And as we can see, a massive reset called from Taco, as it is all action stations right now. They do have Zar in the hard cap for Taco. Got Lawless here as well, but they'll be holding on to it ever so slightly at the moment. As we'll just have a quick look as we're halfway. Looks like they're re-establishing here. Crawley getting up one of the Garys and looking really well poised here, the 6th. But it will be the cap starting to tick back the way of Taco. As they are sort of locked in the other side of the hard cap. Maxi there set up on the little half wall. And we'll say the tanks just trading out at the moment. As the big reset continues for both teams. Looks like Constantine and Cryptic are going for a swim. For those of you who don't know, you can actually swim through these. You just got to jump every 4 to 5 seconds so you don't drown. I was going to say, it would be quite unfortunate if Baguette was just there, having seen the little bobbing heads. And yeah, it will be a successful reset by the looks for both teams. As we'll just follow Cryptic here. I think he's got his eyes on a 76 at the moment, which I don't think there's any left. There's the 1. So we'll just slowly come around here. The 6 still right in the, I wouldn't call it the back line, but they're in the key areas here for recapturing Canal. And as I said before, like if they have all the 3 key pieces here in factory, that 3 stack and the trenches, that's pretty much a cap there. But we do see some cap progress starting to come out again for the 6, and it's looking much stronger this time. These northern squads here just meeting at the moment on the road there. Kimbo picking off Snow, but Backpack's getting the trade. And lots of trades here coming out on the north. I think at the moment it's really the infantry that are colliding on this point, as both teams are, I wouldn't say depleted of tanks, but I think they've finally evened the score with each other. So this is looking good at the moment. We're just going to quickly zoom over, see if Taco been able to get back in the back line, and looks like Pepito and Samuli there and Jelly have been reset a little, as we are over the halfway cap weight for Canal locks, and it will just teeter. As I said, there's northern trenches getting a few numbers in there for Taco. We'll be able to hold this cap, but staying alive seems to be quite the issue there. As we'll slowly grind out. Just see what this Tiger's looking at. Looks like it's looking just down the road at the moment. As It's Taco starting to come through that factory now and into those trenches, but 6 able to keep them at bay at the moment. Crawley going down to Maxi. Good trade there from Cryptic, and with each death in this trench at the moment, it's swinging the tide of battle as looks like Taco starting to get some members into the hard cap through the trenches. We'll be working this front door as the cap progress has stalled for the minute and is slowly ticking back the way of Taco. Looks like Kempak there on left of screen will get magic and suppress that corner. As Matty Ice coming out, and they will trade. Oh, that was beautiful. But we are ticking back past halfway as Flare comes out there from Hollandhound. I'm probably butchering that. I do apologise. And again, this crucial piece of land over here being the factory, just allowing Taco to get back in. Obviously holding those trenches at the moment have really helped Taco keep this cap at the moment. And the grind has recommenced as we see this front door squad of Crawley full to the brim. And they look to get their way back into hard cap, but 3 stack looks like they will be able to be controlled by Taco. And we are pretty much back to where we started here. And yeah, really great battles at the moment from both teams. Looks like Taco being able to get another one of their heavies back up, mediums back in play as well. And just looking at that at the moment, Taco have got this back and locked down. Having gone really heavy on that south side to regain control of factory and the front door, as we see the absolute large amount of numbers coming here from Taco. Onto that 3 stack, War picking up 2. And, will get traded out. Matty Ice here being the bait as Zar is able to clean up that kill. And the hard cap will be more or less completely in control except for the northern trenches here for Taco. Baguette picking up 1. Snow picks up 1. Baguette gets a trade. And that was quite an intense little battle there. May we see it again as 6 are wrapping that church and factory again. It seems that is the big entryway here for both teams. As Taco been able to get over to this northern compound. Looks has gone for a swim and engine has died. And they will get the edge map garrison here, Taco. Oh. Have a look. Yeah. So this will set 6 back a little bit. Taco know if they wipe him out of this northern sector, it is incredibly difficult as Axis to get back in. Because pretty much the armor pieces, as we can start to see moving, they move up to here and along here, and it's quite difficult. I played in a few lockouts on Canal Crossing as Axis, and it's not fun. But it is a smattering of players at the moment. Looks like War for 6 here has managed to get around the back. Looks like he will have to be sneaky. Hopefully these 2 can pass like ships in the night. as it does have the satchel class. So, not sure how aware this tank is. Looks like it is quite aware, where it is getting ready for a peek actually. Looks like War will get the satchel down as well. And he knows he's got to protect it. Looks like no one's really coming over to see what's going on here, and he will get picked off. Pooper scoop. It will sound the alarm, but it's a little too late for that tank. So it looks like Flint will get out. But unfortunately it is just a little too late there, and that'll hurt Taco, losing another tank in their back line as the battle here for North continues. Farmer here. Looks like he's preemptively set up to stop them crossing here. But will be Sir here. He will wipe the IP, and Scharnhorst, I believe, will be the last one alive. 4-6 across the river. As it will get taken out here, and this is massive for Taco and their defense right now. As we can see here, all OPs have been wiped from that northern side, and Taco here looking to consolidate at the moment. Looks like a big front door grind will commence here as all those squads are forced to go down the guts. As we'll meet in the buildings. Wolfdog there, leaning back. We'll pick up one. I'm gonna try going in there because it's dangerous, but Mulligan there does pick up two, and we do see this wrap once again coming from the 6th. There's even a Tiger coming for the ride as they've opted to go complete south here. They have re-established 2 of their other heavies, and looks like it will be push time as the last 76, I believe, at the moment. Well, they've got 2, so I'm really hoping War hasn't satcheled this one as well. Looks like he hasn't, but there will be 276s. This is this Tiger playing ultra aggressive at the moment. With 6 continuing to wrap and getting into that 3-stack as well with factory control. As, looks like they're just biding their time in this 76. Sorry, in this Tiger, rather. And will just be, I believe, full line grind at the moment. So we'll be attempting to get across the river here. Looks like the first soldiers, Bill General has been drawn the short straw as the first one to attempt, and unfortunately we'll go down there. As Taco in firm control. They are losing this south side of Hardcap at the moment. As looks like a shield will cop an 88mm to the side and live to tell the tale, but not for much longer there. As this will force the Tiger to be out of position, and 76 may be able to land the second shot here, and it will. That will be the hyper-aggressive Tiger down from the 6th, unfortunately. But in the meantime, they have been able to gain really good ground on this south side here. As Farmer here going for a jog. Just running through the alleyways, as we do see the point is being contested at the moment. Getting rid of anything the enemy can use. Farmer there will get picked off by Mulligan. As yeah, Taco just really consolidating right now. We will see ATG starting to go up alongside. I believe there is a Tiger up north here as well somewhere. Negative. Down on the main road, as we do see Back Gary has lit up for the 6 here, and looks like they are having a bit of trouble with Factory and that area. As will be deep OPs here, just trickling in some members of the 6 to come clean up, and it'll be Crunchy here, caught out on his own. I think he's on his OP, so looks like Dressed will see a few spawn here. Good play so far. He knows there's an OP there, so he's just bolting for it. We'll get the OP. Yeah, good clear out. Looks like we've got a lot of swimmers, as we do know, very strong swimmers in Australia. 6 there, just getting across the river there, as a lot of presence has been taken out here for the 6th on that south side of Hardcap. And yeah, just a very, very slow grind so far, as we do see yet another ATG kill here from Warren Scharnhorst this time. More or less probably the exact same crew that got caught out last time across the way, and looks like a battle of the ATGs might commence as well, as this Hardcap right now still being held. As I said, the real key to this point is you do need that northeastern side, or at the very least the trenches there. So we'll see a bit more pressure coming in the back line here. Really good setup from the 6th. Just getting their OPs and flooding their members through. But there is 26 minutes left to go, so plenty of time for action to happen. Looks like we'll see a couple of players just trickling in for Taco right now. And it's all nice and quiet back here. Very peaceful. But you can also see a bit of the wrap. 6 sort of really being funneled is probably the best way to describe it. They're being forced into this very narrow set of buildings. And looks like War has been able to get across. But unfortunately, the very large radius of the artillery shell will cause that to cease, but we'll see if someone else dares cross the river. In all honesty, if Backpacks can get across, get 1 OP up with a couple of boys, they can really do some damage here, as the cap does start to flick over for the 6th. Starting to get a bit wider control, as Matty Ice there deals with a couple in the alleyway. And I think Magic might go in hot pursuit. And he will. Looks like Ryan will hear him, and we'll see who wins this battle. And I won't lie, I thought Ryan had him there, but good shots from Magic. as Zar will pick up the trade there, as we are nearly halfway capped here for the 6. As we can see there, you saw the one player go down, and that's sort of how fine the balance can be sometimes for these caps, as it will start ticking back for Taco. And again, the control from Taco on this compound here, just really squeezing 6 into very limited options for getting numbers sort of to spread out a little bit. But the Trojan here, Hound Dog 7, might go down to him. We'll get taken out, but fortunately for this tank, it's just a rifleman. That's Fuzzy there doing the defense, as Customs will be tickled here a little. But very good line control at the moment from Taco. Looks like 6 starting to get a wrap in from town centre. And I believe they do have a garrison down there, so they're starting to push back up. We do see a medium and a light here in the push for the 6. So a bit of armoured hardcappers. Looks like Chip Hazard might have been thought he was satcheled. I don't think they got a satchel on, but will be 2 tanks here as the cap begins again for the 6. And this could be the play here, just getting 2 pieces of armor with 6 people inside, just to get onto that hard cap while their infantry is getting absolutely pummeled by artillery. As the battle for factory here, it's getting squeezed from both sides. So Taco about to get wiped out from this complex. Dressed last one up, we'll pick up 1, but in all honesty, this is a he's biting time right now. Loop will fall as well. Looks like Dress is going for blood, but oopsie daisy, she'll get the kill there. As the cap does start to slow down a bit. Looks like they have managed to get across, get an OP across the river as well. But you know, this is a very solid start to the cap, even without these tanks. Being able to get on the hard cap at the moment is, I believe that was a front bend there from Stifler. Really well placed shot. We'll get another. Man knows where the shot is. Either that or he's hitting the top cheek of the track. But really good consolidation, as looks like 6 have been able to get across the river here. Fistmeister and Constantine will find each other in the reeds. Constantine there, victorious on this occasion, and Taco at the moment just being forced a little thin. Sort of a bit here, bit there. With that push in the factory has been squashed though by Taco. 6 just working that hard cap, as Serhi there will get the kill onto the Panzer II. Looks like he will look for a rocket onto that medium, and a great shot at that. As that medium's forced to do a Yui. Savage Goose there, just protecting his tank. And yeah, we'll be all quiet at the moment. Just have a quick look in this back line. Looks like 6 have been able to shoot Taco out and keep him honest. Pepito here, the solo, he might have an OP, so he could be, he does. He's probably just looking to get a an NG or an AT in to give that tank a bit of satchel love. But it will be 6 continuing to get across the river and in the back of Taco's lines here. As just gonna go see how Lawless deals with this. Looks like it will just be an ATG, I believe. Yep. So that tiger is quite far away. I think he's taking a scenic route as the 6 here. Getting more pressure once again. In the form of a cap here. As they are trickling into these northern trenches, which will really be helping the cap progress here, as controlling the entire hard cap looks like I want to attempt that, but this fella here is the last one in the hard cap for Taco as we approach halfway capped. I believe Lucrative's there getting the kill, and looking a lot more poised here. So Taco do get some more spawns in that factory complex there, and we'll be slowly starting to die out. I think we're just in between spawn waves at the moment for the 6th. As we do see the background there, Trojan on the medic. Gonna be doing battle with Fuzzy. As we do see the next wave of troops here coming in for the 6th, and we'll also see the cap starting to pick back up again. Looks like a large amount of members here have been wiped from Taco, from the factory. Casper there picking up one on Don, and really big trades right now. As we see Taco being able to re-establish a bit more control back in these north hardcap trenches, and Flashes will be caught on his own. And Dog just getting the kill there, but looks like they've been able to get an OP across the river as well. Could be mistaken here. No, I'm not. Looks like Dog Squad here has been able to get one, as we will see a bombing run coming out, I believe, for Taco. And, it will be across the face of the hard cap. Very intense at the moment. As we see Taco just absolutely flooding in. Does look like Backpacks has been able to re-establish the garrison up north here. And this will really aid the 6 in recapturing this north and pushing Taco back to those initial hedge lines that they had him at. As Snow there picks up 1, picks up 2. And we'll just fizzle out a little bit. Looks like a well-placed rocket here from a Pocky will delete that garrison. And once again, it will be Taco just pestering in the back line. Lawless boost. Seen him a couple of times here. Will jump out and find himself a Taco, and manages to get the gear 1 or gear 2 there up on top of the turret. Or under the back there. We'll get the satchel and we'll get the absolute crap out of there. Leave that Tiger to do its pirouettes as we see 6 here. Just, as I said, they crossed before, and now they're just looking to establish. So, looks like these tankers will get out to look for this satchel, but I believe it's on top. And that will be that in terms of the Tiger on the road. As Taco getting back into those northern trenches and re-establishing control. Meanwhile, 6 here just surviving off OPs on this western side of the river. And will be battle of Riley and Ryan. Looks like Riley will fall, but Snow will get the trade there. Let's have a little quick look at armor stocks. So it looks like 1, 2, and 3 76s up for Taco. And will just be the 1 Tiger at the moment. for the 6. Starting to really establish again back into that factory complex southwest of Canal. But for the most part, have been able to re-establish their network here. We are just entering 15 minutes left, so we'll probably see 6 just stagnate a little bit in terms of armor pushes and get ready for that massive push as they do start to get a bit of progress towards their mid cap here. As we see a massive amount of pressure coming in on that northern side, and will be the wrap as well, just coming through the factory. Private Ryan here, just caught in the middle. As this little micro battle at the moment. Looks like War will get the OP, pick up the kill. The little dance picks up another OP, another kill. And he does have to reload. Gets out around the other side. Turns him inside out, and no. Oh, that was a brilliant play there by War anyway. Manages to get both SLs and both OPs. Unfortunately, their Wolf Dog ending his little sick tear there. But nonetheless, the gap pressure will resume and continue here for the 6. Having gotten in these trenches. And looks like they will wipe them out completely of the hard cap here, the 6th. Really well played so far. And will be a Pocky there picking up the kill and moving across here. But Maxi just holding on. And right now I think these Tigers are maybe, oh, sorry, these 76ers maybe just waiting for that retake opportunity, or hoping that they can hold on to it. As we do see big reset coming out here from Taco. But it looks like 6 will more or less cap this unless they can, Taco can get some members back into that hard cap. As we'll just slowly grind away. As I said, that northern hard cap here, just holding them in. Looks like Wild Frog picks up one, Bum Bum getting the trade. And Princeps there, just holding on to the trench, but the 6 still capping here as the 76ers has been told, you've been sitting there for a bit long. But I think they've just mistimed this. It could be a retake opportunity here, as the point does flicker at the moment, and that will be the cap going away of the 6th. And Taco have to go here, but in the meantime, looks like a bit of cap progress coming out from the 6th. Just immediate pressure on their 4th, and this is going to cause a few oh my lord, they have a green garrison between the points. This is looking very dangerous. With an airhead in the back there, something I missed there. My apologies. This this could spell disaster here for Tacos. All their tanks have been caught right out at the moment. Slash will get caught out should this cap keep going the way it's going. Looks like they've been able to get back over into the hard cap. But this massive reset coming in, but multiple squad leaders able to get in for the 6th here, as Taco forced a reset from the southern side here. And I better hope they can get to that hard cap, because this is this garrison will go locked, but multiple OPs still available here. Backpacks and Gecko losing out on that occasion, and they will continue to cap here. But for how long, I think Taco may be able to hold on to this. They've just got a couple more members to deal with in terms of getting to that hard cap, and they've gotten rid of most of the people on the way there. I think they should be able to hold on to this. Meanwhile, it is a small force here. Bit of a ricochet going on over here. Looks like the Tiger will be looking at the 76 and get ready to peak, but as I said before, looks like Taco should be able to maintain this bombing run coming in for the 6th, as we are almost over halfway capped here. As Flashes looking to come over to the reason that Taco are currently capping. And he will just fall, so these 76ers doing a hell of a lot of work. As we see their big reset on the garrison there for the 6th. But realistically, this has allowed the 6th to get a very good attacking push here. So it looks like the 76ers will start to dance, as it will be a Tiger getting a hit here. Tiger on the main road. Just in the background there. Will be unable to get the second shot. As 6 begin to close out. Kill here. Looks like that Tiger will be in a bit of strife. He should be able to get safe here though. But unfortunately does decide to stop there. But 76 will pick up the kill. Looks like we will begin the cap again. Taco just sheer sector presence at the moment. But it is a soft cap with 76 in a bit of strife here. Maxi just guarding his satchel. And, this Tiger, the 76 will go down. Looks like it will get tracked there, and we will see that one go down. Just the 2 76s left at the moment. Taco probably have another one coming up as we speak. And Taco just poisoning their armor. Looks like he's not quite in hard cap yet, but are starting to get good amount of kills here. Taco getting control of the northeastern side of the river here. And doing quite well in that. And we do see them starting to close in on the northern trenches. These 76ers starting to move in for the retake, but I don't know how long the 76 is going to survive with these multiple OPs, as Leon here starting to come around the back. Quite get the shots there as Drooby Q does come back. He does know the garrison is there. So those 76ers probably need to do a little pirouette and just delete that garrison, as that will cut Taco in half here as cap does progress. But, the 6 slowly getting it back with a well-placed satchel there. But there's still plenty of time in this, as coming up through factory there, we can see in the background we've got Lawless and Samuli there. Taco just getting in those key areas as rockets flying absolutely bloody everywhere. Looks like one of the 76s in hard cap will go down to Kenpack. And yep, deleted by a grenade, I believe. So as you can see at the moment, the 76 is just sort of caught completely in the middle of all of the infantry, and I think at this stage 6 are making a really good case here to hold on to this. It's going to be pretty hard with a garrison on this side of the river. Between the points, 76 finds itself a trench. Just the boopity bop in. He will look to get the hell out of there, but will die to an ATG setup. And 6 here looking to get control of the complete northern side at the moment. Just a couple of OPs do remain as the point does start to flicker purely from the front door here. And I believe that's just a rep station going down there. No, just an ATG. So we'll see Taco just sort of hold in a little bit here. Just the one OP left. As Rick Docker here will meet Stifler. And Sasa there will get the kill. Looks like Brian and Ace. Brian there getting the better of him, and we'll be the 6 in a pretty good spot here. We do see a medium coming down the road. There's a Panzer IV to counter it here as the charge does start to come out. Not quite sure where the next heavies are. Looks like that will be all the heavies we will see for the moment. So the mediums get to go at it. Taco starting to come in. So the game may end how the game started here in terms of armor fighting each other. As this P4 does look to get eyes on this Sherman. And it doesn't really have much cover here, the Sherman, so it will get a wreck, and it's probably got HE loaded here. As points do get traded out, and looks like that medium does not actually care that it's getting shot at. As it will just back up. I think it does have a bit of cover there. As the 4th point though, 6 getting a bit of hard cap pressure in. Just pulling back Taco, knowing that Taco has to go now for this middle cap. You know, are you going to lose 4-1 or are you going to try to win 3-2? And I think 9 out of 10 teams would try and win for the 3-2, but this is probably starting to become unrecoverable right now for Taco, as we're almost halfway capped here on the 4th cap, and will be a mass line of players starting to come in for both teams right now, as that medium did fall to the P4 for Taco. And 25 seconds left here, as the cap does continue for 4th here for the 6th. As you see, just massive waves of players here going at each other. The cap has begun for Taco. There is no overtime, so this cap has to go the entire time, as it does start to trickle back. And one massive arty shell, and we could see it go. And I don't think there's enough time. There might just be, but we're probably pending a really big spawn off this garrison, and that'll see the entire team has chosen the hard cap to spawn there. And all they need to do is just tick over it, just over the wall there, and they will keep putting the gas here, Taco. But I'm almost certain that there is not enough time here. Like, there is, with the magnitude of seconds, as oh my lord, frames have decided to leave the building. And there will not be much in this, ladies and gentlemen, as it is absolute chaos in these dying seconds. Spawn wave after spawn wave coming in for the 6, trying to get to that hard cap, as they will trickle it, but Taco's still getting and flooding numbers in. We're pending this next artillery shell, wherever it is. It's left the building as well. But yeah, I believe 6 have got this, as the Taco just holding on to this cap at the moment. In the dying 30 seconds, as massive spawn wave there coming out, artillery proving to be quite effective, and tell you, the heart rates of these players, I'm pretty sure Six have got it comfortably, as they do flood to that hard cap. And the Six do pull it back just a couple of ticks, and I think that will secure the victory there. What an absolute nail biter really came down to the end there, ladies and gentlemen. And what an absolute battle there. Credit to the Six. They managed to really hold on to that after getting pushed back so far and nearly losing their fourth. But commiserations there to Taco. That just unfortunate push there, defensive push from their armor, probably, I wouldn't say cost them, but definitely hurt their chances there in the last 15. So really great work there from both teams, and an absolute belter match to start week 3 of TPL. Definitely one that's worth a rewatch there for these teams. So I will say thanks again, guys, for tuning in. What an absolute cracker of a match, and yeah, thanks again to the TPL. We will be back in less than 12 hours with another match casted on this channel. I will be casting a Division 6 matchup between DBD and GOAT on the lovely St. Maria Galise. So we'll be down there for a 35v35, and yeah, but anyway, congratulations to the Six on this victory, and unfortunately for tonight, it just was not Taco's night. So, but they provided us with a brilliant game. So thanks again, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys all next time.